there, heroes! My name is Hero Girl. I'm your friendly local neighborhood hero tuber. I'm here to let you know that if I can do it, so can you. And today, we're bringing you Beluna, the Grandsquall. She's a 4/4 that costs 3 mana. She's a giant queen. She's got trample, and permanent spells you cast that have an adventure cost 1 less to cast. They need it to have gone on the adventure. Then she, of course, has an adventure of her own. She seeks thrills. 5 mana, instant speed, mill summon cards, then put all cards that have an adventure from among the mill cards into your hand. Beluna is mono adventures. He puts a lot of adventures into the deck, so that way you can go ahead and draw them. She starts going off, she just completely refills your hand. And it's great to have a commander that has such modularity to it. She's either a big beater that you can get down early, hold off some aggro, just start getting some big beats in, or she can completely hand. And as far as the adventures go, they're all basically 2-for-1s. You get a spell effect and you get a creature effect. It's a little more modularity. So sometimes you do end up just playing the creatures. You don't use the instants or sorceries, and that's okay. Sometimes you just get the full value though. One of the best ways to get that full value is the production cost. Now, Beluna already makes all of the permanents cheaper to play, and that honestly makes these a little more playable. Because I don't know about you, but I don't really want to play a French vanilla 4/3 that has trample at 4 mana. But I will play that at 3 mana, and I will especially play that at 2 mana if I have things like Goblin or Narcomancer. Narcomancer? Narcomancer. We've also got Goblin Electromancer, we've got Discover the Formula, we've got Barrel Chief of Compliance, all of these to make these much more affordable to cast. That way we can play the spell and we can get the creature. And the great thing about Discover the Formula and other perpetual effects like this is that they affect the card for both the adventure and the creature. It's like a permanent discount. You're already seeking 3 non-land cards with Discover the Formula, and then you just reduce playing them both for 2. That's huge. That's like playing a card that actually has a regular effect normally. Except you get the benefits of playing all the fun stuff like Lucky Clover that help copy them. Chandra, which helps copy them. You know, fun stuff like that. And then just playing the creatures is often enough, especially when you are building that kind of card advantage with cards like the Great Hedge, Guardian Project, Garrick's Uprising to give a little bit of tramply stuff, just so that way you can keep the card flow going. And that's really how we win these games. Because even though we are just kind of playing some vanilla-ish creatures, just the raw card advantage is going to push us over the top as long as we can support them correctly. One of the cards that helps us support that is, of course, Bergie, God of Storytelling. You're not gonna... Yeah, these are Bergie's tales, yo! They're stories, and Bergie's gonna be the one telling them. Another bit of tech, we've also got Brazalax, Illithid Scholar, helping out. He's gonna go ahead and make sure that we can actually recycle our adventures so we can keep playing them, which I think is just really neat. So, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the games. Okay, there we go. There we go. Lands and spells. Lands and spells. There we go. We can go ahead and lead off with... Oh. The Lighted Halfling is amazing. Like, it is just so surprisingly good. Actually, no, I take that back. It was never surprised that it was good, because it is, in fact, obscene. Alright, so now we've got Beanstalk Giant, which we don't really need to play. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cast the Raw card adventure first. If only because they're not likely to develop as many targets for Stormcloud Vanguard. And Beanstalk Worm just kind of doesn't do a whole lot. Although the reach is going to be relevant against Alea. The Lighted Halfling was an auto-include from day 1. And I've been really happy with it. The Heuristic Study. What did I say? Alright, so we can go Electromancer, play the Vanguard, pay the 1. but not for the Vanguard. So if we pay the 1 on the Vanguard, we don't have room for anything else. Unless we draw a land. So yeah, let's go ahead. Hit the Vanguard. I will pay the 1. And we drew green! No! We gambled wrong! We gambled wrong. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to just like play it to cantrip. Alright, well we got rid of the Ristic Study and they didn't get to draw a card off of it. And we got to draw a couple of cards, so like, you know, it all worked out in the end. We can drop the Electromancer next turn. We can also drop Chancellor of Tales. Smothering Tithe! Smothering Tithe? Is that worth? You know what? You can have your treasure. You can have your stinky treasure. Let's go ahead. Play the Electromancer. Now we can. Oh gosh, what do we? We could play Beluna. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play Beluna. No, but if we do that, then we're really setting ourselves up for a wrath. Yeah, let's just go ahead and animate our forest. Go to combat. Pass the turn. And the next time what we can do is we can actually discover the formula, and that'll make all of these infinitely cheaper. Yep, there's a Layla. Layla has entered the building. And now they can start making their fairies. So here's a question for us, chat. What do we want? Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Take the treasure. Is what it is. While shields are down, we'll go ahead and just discover the formula. The Storyteller Pixie is going to have to block against tokens, I think. Oh my god, they have responses? No, like, they might have a Spell Pierce. That's theoretically possible. But more likely than not, they just have it. They're just holding up mana for the Alcid. And then it's the end of our turn. Ooh, we did manage to get Scalding Viper. So what we can do now is we can go Chancellor, Storm. We only have 5 mana to work with. This alone would be 6. So if we go, the Viper would have to target. I think, let's see. I want to go Chancellor for the copy. The Storm can help makes treasures, which means we can cast more stuff that way. Okay. So then what I will do... Actually, you know what? Yep, let's do this. Go ahead, cast the Chancellor of Tales. If this resolves, we're going to go ahead and... Auto. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead, target them, and then the copy is going to target the Alcid. So now, they don't have a way to counter our adventure, right? By using the Alcid, sacking it to hit whatever the original was targeting. Okay. Now they're going to go ahead, sack target. Oh, from blue. Interesting. Negate. Okay, you know what? That works. That works. But, you know, everything is still kind of achieved here. Because what I'm going to do next... Yeah, let's go ahead. Place Sokazan. And then... They made this pro blue. Which is funny. Alright, go ahead. Destroy the ring. We'll copy it. Target one of the treasures. We get to draw another card. And then... Yeah. Go ahead. Then back to Smothering Tithe. Pay the blue. Copy it. We can't bounce a Layla. What we can do is bounce another one of the treasures. And then no attacks, just pass the turn. Now we've got all these that we can play. And we've got ourselves some more lands. And then these, because they have perpetually cost one less, they just cost less. It's pretty great. Let's see. Cavalier, draw 3, put 2 on top of their deck. Nope. What do we want to do next? We probably want to hit the Storm Kiln, yeah? Yeah. Like, we can drop Barrel. Drop Barrel, drop the Storm. Oh, hello, Virtue of Courage. Let's see, Virtue of Courage. You could shoot a Layla with both. That doesn't sound so bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Play the Storm Kiln. Go ahead. Play Barrel. 2 damage to any target. Hit a Layla. Yes, we'll go ahead, take the copy. Get a Layla. Start making some treasures. Now we can cast more stuff. Play. You ain't gotta pay the 3. You gotta. Alright, we still have to worry about that thing. About that 5/5. Ugh. 5/5 is like the biggest pain in the butt right now. No attacks, pass turn. We've got a massive board, we just have no way to push through without taking casualties. Okay, so they're gonna use their turn playing a lane. That's fine. Equipped creature has Death Touch. I can't do anything about that. Fairy, it's got Death Touch now. They get the draw card. I could potentially block with the Storyteller Pixie. But that doesn't help us out as much. Yes! It's not worth trading our pixies, right? Yep. Let's take the 6. Go ahead and let's go on an adventure. We're just gonna get like all the value right now. Well, we've got Merchant of the Veil and Gatekeeper. We get treasure. Draw. Solve. Decline. At this point, I think we just need to start casting stuff. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and tap down. Let's tap down later. Action. Tap down. Scale. Oh, arcane signet. Hello. Yeah, there we go. Start dropping lands. Just start playing cards. We have dragon here. Yeah, we just have like the full value tree right now. Yeah, we have just so many cards. Solve, decline. Go to combat. Well, we can go ahead and swing one. Oh, he would. Let's see. He would. He doesn't have the trample though. Doesn't have. We can use here, here. 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 This is actually hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can go all in. Yeah, let's go all in. We've got double strike for days. We're gonna have to cast Menace Man, also the two-handed axe. Yeah. Go ahead. Target creature gets a double strike. Do that to the Chancellor. Solve, decline. See, all that treasure doesn't actually like do anything. And we are gonna go ahead. Just look at all this value. This is the kind of shit that we want to be doing. Fine. And then, oh my god, can we actually get lethal? Can we get lethal if we do this? Action! We want to put it on our Scalding Viper. Dissolve, decline. Do we have anything else we can cast at instant speed? We have Counterspell. Oh my god, that was Xaxes. Woohoo! Now that's what I call a tall tale. GG's, Alayla, GG's. Alright, so Werewolf Enjoyer enjoys werewolves. They're playing Tovalor, Dire Overlord, which is a mono werewolf deck. This is going to be fast, and it's going to be aggressive. Fortunately for us, we've got a Scalding Viper right here. And we're on the play. So, I've got an option here. We can either go ahead and play the Scalding Viper now. We also have the option of playing the Steam Clean here. I think what I do... They're very likely drop Tovalor next turn. Go ahead and go for the tempo play. Have the Quandrix Apprentice. That way we can keep hitting our land drops. And then, we also still have the option of playing the Scalding Viper. Or the Cleanup. Alright, so go ahead. Let's go ahead and bounce that Hound Tamer back to their hand. Gets us a command tower, which is good. And we can even go ahead and bump in. Next turn, we'll play the command tower, play the Viper. We can play Queen of Ice, slow them down even more. This is like the one issue with Wolves. that if you do this right, you can actually really slow them down. And consider all things considered. Yeah, let's call the Viper down now because we're just gonna have a hard time actually getting things going if we don't. They're not gonna block with it. We're doing okay for ourselves. Alright, yep. They cast a Signet. And Viper doing its best Eidolon impression here. Let's see. Emerald Dragon only counters things from non-creature sources. No. That is important for us to know. We can cast Beluna. We can cast Beluna, play this island, play the queen. I think that's what we do. Yeah, let's go ahead. Cast Beluna. Cast the queens. Help slow them down. No attacks. Pass the turn. 4 mana. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Oh, they've got plenty of mana for it. Overlord wants to draw a lot of cards to keep its aggro up. So Stalling Vapor is actually going to help out with that a lot. Military Prowler does not have anything to exile when it first play. Okay, we are set. We are good. We are okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I can go ahead, use the Great Hands to play the Lone Speaker and draw some more cards. We've also got the Acolyte right here. That's pretty mana efficient. But I want to be able to counter... Oh, I keep thinking I can counter it, but I can't. Okay. So then, yeah, let's just go ahead. Play the Great Henge. Go ahead. Play our Speaker. Start drawing some cards. Got an island. We can't really do anything with that, though, so... Land for turn and pass. Which means that Tovolar is going to go ahead and transform, because they do have a doggo. See, the Untamed Pop has pay for, put a counter on target creature. Yep, and they have 3, 6, 7, 8. They can put 2 counters on something. Let's see. So then, if we were to just go ahead and trade Apprentice, Queen of Ice, and Speaker, that'd be pretty great. Have that. Honestly, I want to get rid of this thing most. And I'm willing to go ahead and offer Beluna there as well. We're going to take 8, which sucks. But if they kill Beluna, then we get to recast her. Then we get to recast Beluna. Heroic Intervention. Yeah, that would work. Interesting. Oh, the Prowler's tapped now. Interesting place to use the intervention, though. Oh, yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Yep. Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, gee, by gosh golly. What? Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 7. Let's see. Oh, now we've got Beluna ready. I feel like we want to get her down again. Get her down. Draw another card. And hopefully we manage to get back to this. You know what? Bet. Fucking bet. Do it. Do it. Put counters on yourself. If they're putting counters on themselves, then they're not casting more spells. So, like, there is that. Okay. They chose to go for temporary power rather than permanent buffs. And now they're... Well, they still have 4 mana. So, like, they still have something to do. Yeah, I'm actually really good. Alright. Let's just start catching up, shall we? Ooh, Rhythm of the Wild. Let's go ahead and shoot the Hunt Master. Counter. Make big. Make big. Make big. Let's see. I feel like we want to hold on to the Brazen Borrower here. If we hold on to the Brazen Borrower, we can bounce Tovalar. Does he do anything crazy? You don't really care that much about... Go ahead. Draw some more cards. Yep. Not much, but maybe enough. Especially now that we have double strike here. Yep. Yeah, Doggo's gonna eat one of our creatures. Oh no, artifact, okay. Do. Let's see that. If they decide to Tovalar instead. This is really tricky. Go here. Then Bone Crusher Giant over here. Beluna here. There we go. Blocks. What are you gonna do? What's your play? Now, they could absolutely try and just... Oh, are they just gonna go for like a big wolf run? Is that what they're gonna do? Notice that they're not tapping everything. That or they just did that to like figure out exactly how big they could pump something up. 7. Alright. That's gonna be 7. Actually, hold on. We get double strike here, right? Because if we... Oh no, they still have 2 mana open. So then... Yeah, let's go ahead and double strike the Cemetery Reaper. Because if they had like a Tamiyo's or something... That's not... They did have a Tamiyo. Yeah, that's not good for us. Well, we're not dead yet. In fact, we actually did quite a bit of damage to their board for that. So, hey, that worked out. Would have been better if we could have had the Brazen Borrower available. But given all this, I think we're going to be just fine. Cast the Fable Passage, use the Archaeomancer. No, my Innkeeper! Alright, let's go ahead, use this. Grab another forest. Alright. Let's just go ahead. Happy tap. And they're gonna scoop! There we go! GG's, Tovalar. GG's. Ooh. Alright, we're up against Cody. Well, Surfer's Codex, so this is going to be combo. While Cody is out, they can't cast permanent spells. Pay 4 tap, add 5. So, we gotta go fast. I'm going to keep this because it has the shield breaker. But there's a very, very real chance that I end up regretting. Like, a very, very non-zero amount of regret will be coming from this. Alright, well, we got the Arcane Signet out. That helps. Let's see. Copy or draw a card. Yep, they cast Cody. Alright, how do we want to do this? We can get out the Scrap Gorger. Scrap Gorger isn't going to do a whole lot for us. But it does ramp us a little better. So let's go ahead and get the Gorger out so we have just more stuff out. Do not let them have Cody. Do not let them have Cody under any circumstance. Alright, so they're going to brainstorm. We're ramping. We're ramping. We've got 2 green sources. We're okay. We're fine. We're cool. I do think we play the Pixie over the Chancellor just yet. Although if we draw another land, if we manage to top deck a land, I'm going to drop this Discover the Formula like immediately. Because we need so much help and to just accelerate. Now we're elves and land. Well, there's the hoof. Tap target creature, put a stun counter on it. Oh, we've got 5 mana. We could play Beluna, potentially play the Shield Breaker. I don't think. Damn. We are proverbially in danger. I could go ahead and play the Giant, though. I think I do. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Play the Giant. Pass the turn. The reason I'm playing the Giant is because when they play Cody, we can actually potentially cast a spell with Galvanic Giant out to tap Cody down and to keep Cody tapped down until we have a chance to pull something out. Now, at 6 mana, they might have protection. They might have a Tamios or something. When you cast your next spell this turn, exile cards from the top of your library into exile an instant or sorcery with lesser mana. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Alright, they're trying to figure out what they can do. They can bounce a Giant. But if they do anything and they don't have a land, follow up. This is a turn that they're not casting Cody. Alright, untapped land. What's your play? What's the play here? Lorehold Command! Lorehold Command. Okay, yeah, that works. Oh, Giant's gone. Let's go ahead and eat that Lorehold Command. Keep them off of like a Mizzix Mastery. Ooh, Barrel. That's a barrel last right there. It does set up to Discover the Formula too. And since we're not really... Yeah, let's go ahead. Eat that brainstorm. And then, don't have anything else to do with the shield breaker, so we'll go ahead and play that too. Alright, here's Cody. There's Cody. They're gonna start going off. Do we have anything for it? Oh, we have Rift. We have Rift. Do they have protection for Cody? Do they have protection for him? Are they thinking about the merits? The merits of like, well, it just bounces to my hand, right? I'll have more mana if I replay him next turn anyway. Alright, and then we'll just pop in. Get those life totals moving. It is kind of weird seeing a Landwar Elf in a Cody deck. Because, like, it gets Cody out a turn early. Now, notably, they could just one-sided ban us. Yep, there goes a Calling Ritual. Ugh, disgusting value. Absolutely disgusting value. Let's see. So then, Storm's Wrath into Familiar, maybe? No, we need to draw more cards, so we'll probably play the Pixie. Although, if we play the Familiar first, then that's going to help us catch up on the mana. Oh no, they arrest us. Goodbye, Storm's Wrath. Well, hope we get lucky now. Elusive Otter. Okay, so we are now straight up boned. Yep. Up. Go ahead and play Chancellor. Partly because if we do manage to top deck into any adventures, we're gonna need to start catching up on value somehow. Alright. Cody's gonna spin the wheel. Hour of Promise, and they hit Vanishing Verse. They get more lands. Do they hit the ramp? No, they're gonna hit the copier. Okay. Forsaken Crossroads. Let's go ahead. That on green. Now we can play the Story Pixie. Play the Story Pixie and then play Otter. I think that's worth it. Just play X equals 2. Honestly, I don't see our Pixie living. Like, Cody is a combo / control deck that just plays all of the removal that they can because they're playing 5-color. Nope. Alright. Thought Distortion hits us. They've got Thought Erasure, which gets rid of our hoof. And they've got the Will Tree out. Did they get rid of Gatekeeper? It does stop Cody for a turn. See, whenever you cast your next spell, so they get like... Ah! That's either a Wrath or an extra turn. All things considered, they haven't done anything super scary yet. Watch. This is let's see. So, what? Pay 2, put back to hand, and then at 6 cost, we can use Bramble Familiar. Should be 1, 2, 1 more mana we can. Let's go ahead. You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and bounce Cody. Let Cody bounce. That's fine. We've got Lucky Clover right here. We've also got a land right here. Just go ahead and get the Clover out. Clover out. Go to combat. Just start like beating in. They might have a Wrath. If that's Doomscar, then we are sad. If it's just an extra turn. Ah, it's Raven form. Okay. Oh, we've lost lots of draw engines. Here we go. Here's Chandra. Here comes the Crimson Chin!
This war ends today.
Go Chandra! Go Chandra! Go! What, do they have like a copy?
You're toast.
Yeah, you tell him, girl. Now they might have removal for Chandra. Oh yeah, Jazz pointing out that they probably don't have like a lot of board wipes because of Cody. Okay. They cast an instant sorcery from among those cards. Bell! Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So then what I could do then is still like what? 1, 2... So it's still 6, 8 mana total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough. Quite a bit, but it's not enough. Alright. I can cast the Merchant of the Veil. Let's do that.
Here's the spark of hope.
Alright. Drop. Draw. Let's go ahead and decline that. Decline that. Go ahead. This is gonna be bouncy bouncy. Bouncy bouncy. Oh, I could have cast. I'm still holding on to Beluna to like refill my hand. All right, here we go. Here we go. We managed to keep him off Cody. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're 2 mana away from being able to use their roll tree. Okay, doke. Let's go ahead and do it again. Could do it again. Instead, yeah. Blue and green. Add the blue and green. Do they have a response? Like a way to like bounce her? Responding to be activating? Nah, then they could have Alright, everything's gonna start popping off. We just need a way to get rid of Cody.
It's scorching hot.
Can't be blocked. Creatures with power less than Otter can't block it. Hello! Oh my god! Holy shit! Look at... Oh my god, would you look at all that? Would you look at all that? Oh my god, yes. They had to have protection for Cody this time, right? Decline? I forgot about the, Draw 4, then discard 2. Yeah, that's fine. I think we have lethal, though. We have lethal, though. We have lethal, though! And we've got Frolicking Familiar, which will deal 2. Two-handed axe here. We did it! We did it! GG's, Cody. GG's. But also, oh my god. Thank you, Chandra. Oh my god, that was so fucking clutch. Anyway, so Mr. President, you were playing Yorick the Desecrated. We, however, need a mulligan. Much better, much better. We got Sprawl. We've got Stomping Grounds. Good, good, good. Now, playing the Sprawl on the Stomping Grounds does get a little risky. If they're playing, if, for example, they have literally any Field of Ruins. My god. The Yu-Gi-Oh games were the bomb. Sacred Cards was definitely, like, just one of the best ones. Oh, I can actually play Beluna right now, huh? I'm gonna play Beluna. Turn 2, 4/4 trampoline. Mr. President, I'm gonna have to ask you to stand down. Ah, they have a lone speaker. They have a lone speaker. We have a lone speaker. It's a great time. Let's go ahead and we can play lone speaker. We've also got Werefox here. They're not gonna block. We got 4 mana available. What do we want to do with that? Like, the Harvester is here. The Yorick is a problem. Let's go ahead and draw cards with Uprising. Ah, Creative Hoof. There's a win condition. Alright, so there's Autumn. There's a land, there's a goose. Goose makes food. Alright, we've got 5 mana. This Harvester would be pretty fun. Let's see, I would love to be able to use that with Yorick, though. So Yorick comes down next turn, we can Harvester it. But then we can't like do a whole lot. This is tricky. If only Woodpecker sighed, the bark on the tree were as soft as the sky. While the wolf waits below, hungry and lonely. He howls to the moon. If only. I actually just... You know what? Sorcery. Let's go ahead, cast the Lone Speaker. And... yeah. Let's just go ahead and get some pressure on. Cast turn. Like, if we get more bodies on the floor, we could be okay. They're gonna play Yorick. And my main concern is that once they play Yorick, they can just start popping off. Like, they can play a Chupacabra, snipe 2 of our creatures. Currently at 5, 6. Oh, it's a Displacer Beast. I think that might actually be worse. Never enchanted... Interesting. Whenever our creature comes in onto the battlefield. We lose a life and they gain a life. Okay. That is a pretty big problem. So what if we were to go ahead and just smash? Like, if you just beat him down, we'll be... Well, I'd say this is and to help us out with. They've done a lot of setting up. The question now is just, how do we get away with this? I think what we do to get away with this is we just play... Yeah, I'm down with it. I'm down with that. Oh god, I would love to play Bergie. Let's go ahead and like make 5.
Talking. Let's do this. Can't be the end. This is for
And now we're just gonna swing with everyone.
Phyrexia.
Okay, okay. We had to put the cat down. All right, there are 3. And we've got so many cards to play next turn. You've only got 5, 6 mana to work with. Not the Cemetery Desecrator! Remove X counters from target permanent. What counters are you removing? Okay, yep, there we go. There we go. They're gonna kill Beluna. And like that's cool. That's pretty. All right, so they're at. Oh wait, they're at 3. Do this, right? Right. Then if we were to go ahead and play the Electromancer. Ah, shit, didn't even think about that. Alright. Do... This has... Yep. K2. No! Why did you tap my lone speaker? I have no words. Why did you tap my lone speaker instead of my confluence, Ottoman? I know why. It's because it prioritizes creature mana over pain mana. There we go. GG's, Mr. President. GG's. Thassa Deep Dwelling. Mono blue blinky control. She blink, and she's probably going to have a Mind Flayer. So that way she can blink the creatures that she's taking control. She's very, very good at her job. So we've got Barrel here. And we've also got Familiar to help us ramp. Let's see. If we go Barrel first, we're fine. Because this is a green source, that means we're not going to be able to get Beluna out. Let's go ahead and get Barrel out, I think. Makes our instance cheaper. Means that Virtue of Courage and Sword Coast Serpent are a little more playable. Shimmer of Possibility. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. One goes into hand, the rest go on the bottom. Huh. Well, that's an interesting image. Ah, there's the red. There's our red. Go ahead, we drop that. Go ahead, bounce on in. And then we could drop Familiar. And also just like play a really big 4-4. They're playing mono blue, so at most they have any sort of bounce. They might have witness protection, which if they do, that kind of sucks. Baron? Return up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent is put into your hand from the battlefield at this turn, draw a card. Alright then. Let's see, what do we need? Do we need double green? I think we do. We can also grab blue. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab blue, because then that's going to let us play Beluna and use the Virtue of Courage. So, go ahead. Play Beluna. Play the Blaze. Blaze it! Beat him in. If a Chrome is put into your hand on the battlefield, draw a card? What are they thinking? Alright, so we can smash in now. They block the compliance. Have bounce. They're gonna... a lot. Take the 4. And then we can play a worm. Play the worm as just like another big beater. Really put him on the hot seat. Alternatively, if we play the familiar, that opens us to be able to unlock Chandra next turn. So let's go ahead, play the familiar, and then pass. Because if we can get Chandra down against mono blue, I feel like that just puts us really, really far ahead. Okay. You know what? Thinking. Cooking. Put the Oracle back into play. Like, it will let them recast the Oracle and get it back in. But this potentially opens them up to a lot of damage. It means that they have to waste time, because they're going to try and flicker him regardless, right? Ooh, double strike. That's spicy. We also just don't have a lot we need. So if we were to go ahead and go combat, attack, right? What you got? See, this would put him down by quite a bit. I'm not gonna cast the two-headed hunter. They have something up their sleeve. Let's see what happens if Virtue of Courage? Question mark? Okay, it's a negate. Okay. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that over these, like, countering our two-headed hunter. Because even though this is potentially draw, it still requires it to be non-combat damage specifically. Alright. We're gonna put Beluna into our hand. And now they can cast the Borrower at any time. Oh, would you look at that. 6 mana versus an open 3. It might be just for the Borrower. It could just be for the Borrower. I'm not willing to test that. So let's go ahead and I don't think there's anything I would want to hold this up for, so we're just gonna go straight to combat. Straight to combat, swing with both. Alright, they're down to 11. And if they counter her, well then, that's one less counter spell they have for Chandra. Thought Collapse. Counter target spell, its controller mills 3 cards. We lost the wash away. That's fine. Because again, I don't really mind trading Beluna for a counterspell if we could just replay Beluna again next turn. Notably, getting a Beanstalk down would be great. see. So they got Oracle. They haven't used Wash Away. Oh, this is actually a really good Chandra for us to try out on. Oh, hello.
You and I are gonna take them out.
There we go.
Oh, yep. You're flammable.
All right, we have a Chandra out. So we know that whatever they have for 2 mana, it can't counter. Oh, it's Mu Yanling, Sky Dancer. Okay. Wait, you're gonna make the familiar smaller. You're gonna make the familiar smaller. Making the familiar smaller.
Yup. You're going down.
And we have a memory lapse here. So like, go ahead, we play Chandra. They attempt to counter our spell, but we can counter their spell. Now we get to draw a card, and then discard. Probably discard the Harvester. GG's, Thassa. GG's. Alright, and that's time in the round. So, with this deck in particular, I feel like it needs just a little bit more removal, but you're free to go ahead and make these changes no matter how you think. The deck is a lot of fun, and it's probably one of the few teamer commanders that we have available on Arena right at this second that I think really appeals to me. That's not just, necessarily to me or good stuff, or like very hard combo. It's just a really fun thing to play with, and Wilds of Eldraine gave us a bit more to actually make this a more viable. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Deck list for Beluna will be down in the description below. And if you want to watch me play these decks live, I do stream over on the Twitch, where I stream under @HeroGirlsVT. Just don't forget the S, because Hero Girls are plural. I'll see you next time. Same hero time, same hero channel. Good night, everyone!